Hello and welcome back to Rome Total Realism Imperium Surrectum version 0.6. In our Athens campaign, we were mostly done with the turn. We still had to handle the western conquest of Crete before we moved on. And this army is just weird and scrappy and not what I want. We're making fun decisions like removing the generals from the fight every battle so that they can like just get out of the way, and maybe Heraclitus can, oh my god, he has a command star, he got one. When did this happen? What is it? He's officially a veteran of war. He's gotten +1 command. Nice. Maybe someday he'll have like enough to launch a night raid or something. But for now, if I were to start this attack, and I may as well get the episode started with this guy's death, I can't even start night battles. Anyway, it's one general in a city. Let's knock him out real quick before moving on to the rest of this. I strongly suspect this battle will not take long. Frankly, I'm surprised the general didn't die instantly and that it's even taken this many seconds.
The enemy general is dead.
Got there eventually, but yeah, just not exactly a good way to garrison a town. 15 lost, town taken, but the battle on the horizon is the one we really need to care about. Apparently there's a diplomat wandering out of the city, so I can't do anything for a second. Then we click enslave, destroy this, and check the AOR. As always, it's just the archers, so standard plans. A couple of things before I move on with that invasion. One is in the previous video, I started using the port raiding glitch where you enter their zone of control and then spam click to attack them. If you take issue with that, then I apologize, but realistically, my opinion on it is like, being able to attack the units the enemy are making isn't particularly cheesy. Like in the base game, it would feel very cheesy with a much smaller scale, but like, Egypt has so many ports that they can make a 20 stack of boats and I can't attack it till it forms a full stack. And it's not like the AI is trying to hide in cities and mass up. It just makes it easier to move my navies around where I'm not backtracking to the same port constantly. I don't need to do this spies on the coastline shit everywhere. It feels like it just makes gameplay faster with very minimal impact on actual game balance. So if it does bother anyone, then I apologize for that. Right now, I am just watching the Greek Super Bowl north of me. I'm hoping I don't need to get involved. And when elephants show up and I'm done with the Mediterranean islands, I'll be happy to take this away from presumably the Antigonids. I imagine the Aetolians and even the Achaeans and the Epirotes will be dead by then. Now, for anyone who didn't watch to the very end of the last time, you may have just noticed for the first time, there's a Seleucid stack here because we're at war with the Seleucids. I don't really know how to handle that. I'm hoping that after they take this settlement, I won't border them and I can get a ceasefire because I don't want to fight them in Anatolia or anywhere else. They're the strongest faction in the game. And regardless of whatever logistical hell they're in, I don't want to deal with it. On the subject of getting elephants though, something I've come to the decision is I have so much money I can afford to just hire these mercs and bring them back eventually. And on that same note, because I'm so worried about so many wars all at once, yeah, these guys can find some mercs right now. I'm gonna pick up these 304 away. I don't think I'll need them for the coming fights, but it'll be a nice to have. I would really like to get a boat around here so I can like multi-siege on the left side instead of this. I don't want to fight this stack and then fight the city. I want to siege down faster, but I don't think I have, I know I don't have boats. I moved them all. They're all either severely damaged and not safe over here or just out of movement, one of the two. Oh, that enslavement actually expanded one of the previous towns I enslaved. Cool. And we picked up an exotic slave. Wonderful. Unsurprisingly, the exotic slave is not actually useful. Also, since the exotic slave makes it more likely this guy dies and gives me like my 15th point of influence, meaning it's useless, I should probably hand that off to someone else shortly. It is actively, objectively detrimental. It's not helpful at all. I know these people ceasefired, but it's been such a long time since I played this campaign. I need to check diplomatic standing real quick. They allied, so this would actually be a fight against both of them. And this guy's only 2 command stars. No one down here can do a night raid. Honest to God, that's more units than I have, I think. With the old general counts, I could take that fight no problem, I think. But with the new nerf generals in 0.6, I don't know what to do about that if I can't night raid. Shit, I might be taking a break very early in the recording. I don't actually know the next step.
Ready to sail! Ready to
And
sail!
these folks won't even be here next turn because they're delayed already. Wait, I have a boat down here. I have boats that are not actually fully used up in the port of Athens. They would be in some danger, but I feel like there are very few navies down here. And I can afford to risk a boat. Let's head down and take a look at what's going on in this area of the sea. Because if we can hop past them and just not fight this, that's a solution. because I don't know what's in this army, right? I just know it's a half stack plus this. It's got to be pretty severely depleted because you look at the number of units compared to the flag, and obviously they've been in fights before, but I still don't feel comfortable fighting that. I would love to step around it if I can, and it's looking like I should be able to. In this town, something has to be the garrison. It's probably the prodrome way, right? Oh, that's actually helpful for running down stacks in the case of like a forced draw out. But this comes down for sure. And we're gonna use it as a fear. Oh, wait, is it out of movement like immediately? It's out of movement immediately, but can get us where we need to go, which is just the other side of Kydonia. And somebody's gonna stay behind. It looks like I can get 1 unit of hoplites down to a very low number and not regret leaving them behind too much, which is unfortunately what I'll have to do. We hop around. Let's not move into Fog of War like crazy people. Let's just go to here. There is a Kydonian navy, and it sucks.
Ready to sail.
They're allies, but they don't have military access, so you can't go around the south, meaning these people are body blocked from returning.
Ready to sail.
I can split and double siege here. And that would actually turn this army into rebels that I never need to deal with, because they would have no cities left.
Yes.
So obviously Heraclitus is going to lead the siege on Kydonia itself.
Destroy them.
Looking at the other one, it's 1 unit. So I'm gonna send the 3 generals. They don't need 3 generals. I just need manpower. A half unit here is not helpful. These cav really do suck, but I need them running down in case a relief force does come. Oh, I forgot to fully retrain these guys. I left out 5 hoplites. I'm just bad at the game. It looks to me like there's really no way to cleanly get to 300 without giving up units that I want to have in the army, but that's fine. I'm gonna start with this, and it's not gonna be enough, but I'm just gonna go start the siege now. Hi! So you didn't launch the ambush attack. Okay, so this is a forced draw out now. Yeah, I attack this, maintain siege. Wait, they built the ram? 117 plus 96 plus 58 plus 12 is 283. Different units have different build power. I had no idea. I had no idea. I thought 1 man, but 1 point of siege weaponry. But in my campaign with Rhodes for Red Zed, I was doing this, and a unit of exactly 300 wasn't enough. I needed like 330 guys. So apparently different units are worth different amounts of building. So roughly 300 is actually the best I can summarize it as, unless I specifically know the build points on the unit. I didn't even know this was a stat. I thought it was just the number of men in a unit. Okay. Anyway, Operation Forced Draw Out, let's fucking go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out progressively smaller amounts of dudes until he retreats. That's basically the plan. There we go, he finally retreated. He didn't even move next to the city. You rat. Oh, that's so frustrating. I thought he'd move next to the city, but there's a mountain blocking the only tile, isn't there? All I've done is fuck myself. That's fine. I still have enough army here that I don't feel afraid of a sally. Like, yeah, it's all mercs, but mercs actually means they're better in the short term. I guess you can join the siege too now. Now, this boat is not even able to reliably win a 1v1 here. But there are other boats up here that we're able to move right now, right? Right, about 2 more boats down. It should be an easy win now, right? Right? Good. And now that boat is safe. I don't have to risk losing it. All right, it's the next day. As I was recording last time, about 10 minutes after the last clip, I realized I was developing a migraine and just had to stop. And I assumed that all my commentary before, or after rather, the intern was probably shit as a result of the developing migraine that I hadn't noticed. So I'm just picking up from the intern. It looks like all the Aetolian lands being conquered by the Antigonids aren't thrilled about that news, to say the least. I got nothing out of the Ptolemies during their turn, and it's a bit early to say because the Seleucid turn takes several minutes, but it's looking like nothing out of the Seleucids either. Several minutes is an exaggeration, but like a full minute. It's very long. Yeah, nothing out of the Seleucids either. The Aetolians have decided that the best use of their resources is to spy on me. All right, good luck with that. Kydonia is begging for their life, and I'm going to go ahead and refuse that request.
Until next time.
All right. Now, looking at this, they're not quite adjacent, but I was specifically making plans to sidestep the forced draw out here because it looked like it was too big of an army. But now I'm in a situation where if I attack this, it gets allies. And if I attack this, without having my Discord, not yours. All right, I'm gonna do a double take of all of this. This is where I realized I was having a migraine and couldn't talk last time trying to explain this. I want to deal with this army, but I can't stop it from reinforcing. If I were to do this siege first, ferry around and attack them, they're adjacent to Gordon. They're allied with Gordon, which means that I would pull this out and I'd have to reinforce, or retreat rather, into my boats, losing all momentum on that army, or I'd have to kill them. But if I kill them and I end up going too far and killing their general, then I'm in a really bad spot because the city becomes rebels, which would happen right before I kill this faction, turning this into rebels, which will then reinforce the new stack here, making it a nightmare to fight. It's really important that I don't kill the general here, because the general here is their faction leader. He's gonna fight to the fucking death. I can't not kill him. I'd have to retreat, and I don't want to do that. So I think the best way to handle these sieges is just to deal with the reinforcements here as the last siege, and bring everyone here to help because of the sheer number of enemies that will be inside the settlements. Thankfully, between both armies that only have 2 units of 304 oil, it could be a lot worse. And I could reposition the second army next to them to reinforce and intercept. I don't know that it'll work, but it might be worth a shot. No reason not to try. Now, during my first take trying to explain that, I got a Discord message from one of the developers who's talking about something very relevant in this campaign. Heraclitus here isn't just comically shit, he's an example of a problem that might be changed in 0.6.3, where it's a little bit too hard to get the first command trait, which is how you unlock all the subsequent command traits. It's not just that he's incompetent. In the 16 turns I've been using him as a general, he's just failed to get any stars whatsoever. This one command star is from a veteran, not the general line. I've just used him so much he couldn't justify staying at 0, I guess. But yeah, Heraclitus is so shit that he's revealing problems with the game balance, which is really cool and all. I'm glad he can work to better Rome Total Realism Imperium Surrectum, but I'd really appreciate if he worked to better my fucking military, since that's his only job. Realistically, since I'm trying so damn hard to get Heraclitus to be useful, I'm going to take those generals out, put Heraclitus in charge of the bigger army, and then bring these generals in to command the secondary army, and now we'll launch the attack here. And I don't think this one's worth showing on air. There's one family member in there. I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Being outnumbered approximately 12 to 1 by spearmen is probably not a good look for the enemy general's cav. And yeah, that was about as quick and bloody as I expected it to be. They managed to kill 41 guys. It's more than I would expect, but that initial like dart to the side and charge into one was pretty good. So I'll give them credit where credit is due. That's more wounds than I expected to take. All right, we click enslave immediately. We take everyone out of this town. We figure out what the best way to rearrange these troops are. Obviously, Heraclius is gonna start the siege next time. Is 82 hoplites good enough for now? I imagine it will be. Yeah, it's nice. Playing a campaign where people are actually happy and listen to me. Bring this down. Can this army beat the one up here? Definitely. There's no way it can't. Yeah, this easily wins. So this comes in. We ferry it around. I think I need to rotate the map to see where I can land. I'm still in double speed. I didn't get to see where it was going. It's fine. This looks like the only tile available. Apparently I brought a second general by accident, but Heraclitus is finally better than him thanks to being a veteran. All right, this seems like it really should be easy. These reinforcements kill these reinforcements. We take the city at the same time. Might be a bit hectic, but it shouldn't be a problem, except for the rundown bug. All right, so since the sea is over here, I assume this is where the enemies are coming in from. I'm gonna move my general to here. We're going to start battle, immediately give the commands here. Whoa, that doesn't look right. Is the reinforcements over here? It's too many units, that's gonna be mine. Which means the enemy reinforcements must be over here somehow? And not next to the water? Which doesn't make, I guess there's like way more water than is represented on this map, so it didn't mean anything. Fair enough. All right, this army is doing everything it needs to be doing. We just need to watch and figure out where the enemy reinforcements are actually coming from. Because I don't have any eyes on them yet. Just tell everyone to start going this way until we figure out what's happening. Oh, they're beside us, what? We came in at the same point. Okay. You guys are probably just full never going to be involved in this, but still come try to help, I guess. Okay, phalanx face towards them. Skirmishers fall back. Cav swing out. This is so awkward. I've never seen reinforcements from different factions come in side by side before. I didn't even know this was fucking allowed. This is so weird. Alright, yeah, this theory of 408 needs to get charged. Are these Acantisti running into melee? You bet they are. Last one's in. What are those? More 304 away. You guys back off. You don't want to get involved with that. I don't know what the general's doing. If he wants to come fight on the point, that's fine. I guess he can do that. We're not even to the wall yet. And this is fine. We should be winning all of this with relative ease. You guys can be on fire at will because I want you to throw into the backs of these guys shortly. Hey, all of you, do your best to get to this guy so that he thinks he's not allowed to come fight us. We're gonna swing this out to here, this to here. Hopefully this will just throw a couple volleys into their backs as we pass by and everything works great, right? Right? Are we throwing?
Soldiers are at the gates. Now they
Fighting distinct is a distinct possibility. Weird. Wasn't expecting that. Also, are we throwing? Because we should be. It'd be good if we did. Hey, they're here. I don't think that was really a possibility. Whoa, whoa, what the fuck? I just assumed you were going into the gates. My guy. What are you talking about? Because, like, you guys want to run forward? Like, all the way forward? And you also want to charge this, because I will take wounds on anyone other than my Cretan archers. Okay, we're both good. We're fine. Yeah, that general's just dead. I'm not sure what his plan was. Are they wavering? They're shaken. That's good enough. This will chain route. I'm just gonna put bodies here. They're Acantisti. They're not gonna put up much of a fight. Yeah. Okay, that's this side handled. The other side should be all but handled. We can't run them down, unfortunately, because of the rundown bug. If you don't know, when I tell these guys to attack, they're just gonna stop immediately. It looks like they're trying this time. Maybe something's different if I have siege equipment here? Oh, have I broken on the gate yet? That would change the pathfinding. No, I haven't. I'm not sure why they're even... Oh, right, they do run up to them. That's true. They just don't do anything. Like, if you could run it down, that would be absolutely sick. I just don't believe they can, is the problem. What they're gonna do is they're gonna run up to it and do nothing. Unless there's something I don't understand about when this bug triggers. Yeah, they're just like getting to them and stopping. And the issue is, like, you can see the blue lines popping up. They're trying to route into the city where the AI actually is. Like, they're going to the destination, not where the units currently are. Oh, did you guys put down the ram? I guess you got into a fight. Oh, wait, no, never mind. You broke the gates open. You're good. I'm just bad at the game. Don't want to blame you for my own failings. Don't bring the ram into the gates. I don't even know how that got through after I hit the halt command. And over here, we have everyone in the back coming forward. And the cavalry will slip into the city with the rest of this.
Now is the time to press on and...
What's right here? Is it Acantisti? It's Cretan Slinkers. But won't last long either way. Gates are open, get in. And now that we have these gates, we should just be able to attack them pretty easily. Now pull the light cab back to actually run down the rest of this. And have the generals be the ones that actually come inside and stay inside. Now this is Acantisti again. The theory of 4 are on the point, you say. Seems like a questionable call. Also, Cretan Slingers, why the fuck do you think that A, you're charging while standing still, and B, that you're not losing? Because both of those things are wrong and unacceptable. Keep running in. Good enough. Anyone making it past? Damn right they aren't. Oh shit, they're tricking me. They've managed to make me run into towers that deal very small amounts of damage to my cavalry. But I still rather would not do that. You guys probably don't want to be over here. I like my generals alive. Preferably with command stars, but I'll take just alive if I have to. Alright, we get the melee javelins in a second. The javelins have been doing nothing up till now, but now that we're in the melee, they're gonna start absolutely chunking us with them. Oh wait, they're choosing to fight. Never mind, we're gonna be good then. They have not decided to come off the point, which means we'll just get inside the walls and be happy with that. I'm gonna take all of these light infantry skirmishers over here to block this gate so they can't run in. Man, I wish my Acantisti could be relied upon to hold hoplites in the streets for upward of a minute at a time. VeryHard is just unfair sometimes. This is not what Acantisti do. Like, sure, they're not killing anyone, but mine can't be relied to buy time like that. Unfortunately with these guys, we've done what we intended to. Our skirmishers have intercepted them. They're going to run them down in the streets. Not how the Area 408 usually die, but it's good enough. These guys are back to fresh. I'll move them forward.
This is no
What enemy
way
general?
for a
Oh, the
leader to
Icon
behave,
stopping the
but in
general?
battle, it is
Weird
beyond
choice.
belief.
I'm going to send the 304 forward more than the other two. These two I'll just have stand back here. I don't want them fighting if they're exhausted, which they will be shortly. Oh, hey, they were so busy killing that first one, they forgot to kill this one guy. To be fair, it is just one guy. I'm not going to hold that against them. Wait, did the 304 coming to fight us? Off point? Interesting choice. Yeah, no, we'll fight you then. I just assumed I had to do more work than this to get you off the point. Yeah, this is very much just a walkover from here, I think. Like, it's taking us a hot second to kill all the guys on the point just because pathfinding is rough in Rome. But the guys on the point are Acantisti and Slingers. They don't stand much of a chance.
And now he's meant fear.
Need to get my own guys on the point so that when this inevitably routes, guys, come on, fucking at least try a little bit. Don't just stand back there and tiptoe around and blatantly pretend. Is there someone I don't know about? Why is the match not over though? It's because he's fighting to the death. There we go. All right, I figured out why the match wasn't ending. And that'll be both armies wiped out. Don't have to worry about one of those rebels at least. Gordon's done. The stack on the right and the left are now rebels and irrelevant. Not Gorton, Cydonia's done. Gordon's still to be managed, but it should be easier now that their allies have become rebels and won't be reinforcing. All right. Do I enslave? Of course I enslave. Cydonia's down. Get these armies together, figure out what the state of things are. It looks to me like if I bring this over, there's just enough men lying around. Perfect. They don't even really need a garrison. I'm gonna leave this ungarrisoned just to see whether or not the rebels will attack it, because I'm in the same settlement as them. But I don't think they will. But I need to know this. I can't just play blindly assuming it's gonna be bad every time. Now, checking the AOR, as always, it's the standard Crete and stuff, so we're just gonna be doing the normal things, except this city sucks and desperately needs support, because if you look at the income on a port, it's pretty damn solid, and it's only going to get better from here. This was apparently at one point in time the Cydonian capital, not anymore. And checking out the resources here, we have standard Crete stuff by the look of it, yeah. But as the settlement's not trash, I'll go straight for Achaean recruitment. Or sorry, Athenian recruitment, still in the old campaign mindset, I guess. Then here we try to take out everything except for those 5 and we see if they're okay with it. Yes, they're fine with it.
My lord.
Actually, they're so fine with it, they probably don't need these 5, do they?
Yes, Captain.
They do not. Now, unfortunately, this rat bastard with his 2 stars thinks he's better than Heraclitus. And, like, to be fair, Heraclitus still only has 1 star. He's objectively correct. But, you know, I'm not a fan of that. Also, we're going to go ahead and probably just full cancel this road, I think. We should probably full cancel the road. I've been told that roads are designed to be primarily beneficial because of movement rate right now. And I don't agree with that idea. Economically, it makes sense for roads to not be bad. But mostly it's like, why would I care about movement speed in a settlement? Look how big a settlement is. Look at the area around Thebes. This is how far the paved roads in Thebes will stretch, right? Getting a movement boost for the fraction of a turn inside any one settlement is so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel those. I'll let them keep building anywhere where there's no alternative, but if there's any alternative, I'm gonna cancel them full stop.
Yes,
So Menares has to get out of here. He's taking up the general slot.
move out. Orders.
And now it's the faction heir like it needed to be.
Destroy them. Besieging
Now, I do have a somewhat important question. Do you have like high influence and management? No, you're terrible. You're my 2nd best general and you're awful. Do you even have like the good commander trait, or did you get your 2nd star by coincidence with something else? Yeah, he's also not got that 1st general trait. He's got it from something else. Also, I only recently found out by watching Red Zed Spartan Roads that I can, like, I know there's a button here. It never occurred to me that it's a button that I can switch views. Troop morale +2 is pretty solid. I wonder how good you can really get that intentionally, as opposed to just like by coincidence stacking things up. I guess I should check like my old faction leader, right? Because currently they're just chilling, letting someone else get all the credit. He is currently the governor of Corinth at 7 command stars, 10 and 10. He's very good. Being the governor of Corinth is fucking beneath him. But I don't have the second army for him to lead yet. Traits plus 25. That seems like a large number. So he's only got troop morale plus 4. It is legitimately very hard to stack. There are no mercs here, and speaking of mercs, let's go check the most important mercenaries of all, the elephants. Guys, you're never gonna believe this. The elephants, they weren't here, again.
Move out.
All right, let's see if 2,000 for trade rights and map is still the going rate. Hell yeah, it is. And taking a look here, the Seleucids have landed more troops on Samothrace, but they haven't done anything with them. I don't know if Pergamen's defending me or what. I don't quite know why they're here too, but they are. Just happy they're not landing on the items that are actually important. Anyway, it's time to continue queuing up boats in all my settlements and, you know, buildings. I guess those probably matter at least a little bit. Oh, and to not have to choose between upgrading the settlement or building a boat, I'll prioritize upgrading the settlement just a little bit. Now, while I feel like I can afford to build the previous tier grade imports, 10,000 per settlement's a lot. The first 3 cities on their own would bankrupt me, so let's not get crazy just yet. Let's build the normal things that cities actually need. Apparently Kythera has grown, and I didn't know about that. Glad I caught this. Same with Lindus. Corinth is recruiting a boat. That's very sad, because I know the boat in Corinth is useless. Here we have many boats in Athens that are ready to go join a navy somewhere. And I imagine we have many more boats that have just finished that need to go to Athens to get retrained. First, I should look around at the navy. There's a clusterfuck happening here. What's happening? What is this? Okay, we have 3, 1, and 1. That looks perfectly fine. I've heard that the majority of your wounds always get focused into the second slot, so I'm always gonna keep track of that when I'm doing navy battles. And by the way, this is specifically for naval battles, not for normal auto-resolve. That first one went well, so that's at least one bit that's true. And there's gonna be variants either way, so not seeing it here doesn't actually mean anything. Let's go knock out the next one immediately. There's another navy ahead of me, or above me rather. I'm actually gonna use some of these smaller boats that I don't need this turn to scout the dark areas of the water. Because I don't want to send my navy, like my main navy, off to fight stuff that doesn't really need to get fought this turn. Alright, I probably didn't want to run out of movement outside of a port. There's a lot right here. Like a whole lot right here. Oh, but they can't move past without exerting zone of control with this navy. That's 18 boats. That's the full stack.
Ready.
Okay, so it's important that we leave at least one boat behind to continue to exert zone of control and essentially fort wall the ocean.
Yes, sir. Ready to sail.
Gonna head west from here and start knocking things out of ports. Because if it's in the game, I'm gonna make use of it. I don't really mind the port rating tech so much because it feels like, A, I've done it by accident, not even realizing it was happening. But B, like, there's just so many ports. It's just more tedious to wait for them to leave the port. It's not necessarily much harder.
Yes.
Oh right, we're at war with the Seleucids now, and I've gotten caught on you. Was I close to out of movement? Is it worth declaring war on Priene to attack these Seleucid boats? Yeah.
Prepare to engage.
Sorry, Priene, you're in the way.
Victory.
So that definitely seems to support the previous statement of the second slot's the one in danger. Anyway, we're gonna get ourselves pinned, and then spam collect. And then we attack, easy. Cool, that does appear to work. I'm gonna continue just rebuilding the ones that are closer to the front.
Ready to sail.
Oh fuck, I misclicked and actually blockaded it. Oh well. Sometimes you get got, what can you do? Not used to the tech at all.
Ready to sail.
Now this is the army that needs to get retrained. I'm just gonna go back and drop this off. I don't see a reason to be clever about it. I'm just going to go back and drop them off.
My lord, sir.
Apparently I'm not actually adjacent to the coast yet.
Yes, sir. Ships ready. My lord.
They can't quite make it to Athens this turn, but they will next turn. I want to hit back. All right, I guess I don't get hit backspace as we're in double animation speed. That sucks. These guys are in the wrong settlement. I can't make recop lights here, but we'll sort it in the future, I guess. Come out this way. Reinforce up. Are there damaged ships in there? Yeah. Oh, we're not all the same movement speed. I wonder who here is slow. I've seen this before, where every boat has more movement than I think. I know what the issue is. It's winter. The Admiral is slow. But the Admiral is just attached to the last unit in the stack, not any specific boat. Okay, that's weird and horribly unintuitive, but I understand what is happening.
Ready to
So I can take these two
ready.
away to put them in Athens to get retrained for better weapons. I can bring these 6 in.
Ready.
Pretty serious doom stack of boats going on there. These don't need to be retrained right now. I'm actually prioritizing the boat retraining. Can I recruit Greek hoplites here? No, I must be upgrading their weapons. I may as well while I have the chance. They're trapped here anyway. I'm never retraining them elsewhere. So yeah, sure. Make the most of this one. Actually, nope. I know for a fact there are just boats somewhere like this boat that need the swords. And there's another boat right next door in Piraeus, and there's the full retraining queue. I need a second place with this stuff to retrain. I'm currently working towards it in Rhodes already. I'm working on the tier 2 when I'm going up to the tier 3, and it's because it affects Rhodian slingers. That's the main reason. But it'll be nice to have a second spot and one that's closer to the Ptolemy's main navy at that, where I can actually retrain these golden weapons instead of having to have Athens on full-time duty doing this. I'm gonna keep one of my boats right next to this army so I can get them off the island as fast as possible the moment that we're done here. All right, I think that's the best I can do with the Navy this turn and all my other agents as well. Bit of a random declaration of war on Preen, but their Navy's been spooking me for many a turn, so I'm kind of glad to be rid of that boat. It's been freaking me out for a long time. I think that's it for the turn. I'm always so anxious with Athens. It feels like I'm looking at so many different things because like the amount of energy I invest into like the sieges this turn in terms of organizing them is so much smaller than optimizing the movements of the Navy, right? Oh wait, because of the weird stuff with the Admiral, I can very easily, right, I forgot about the people on this boat. Yeah, we're not done at all. Anyway, like I was saying, because of the weird stuff with the Admiral, I can come knock these boats out really easily.
Victory.
Is anyone even wounded? No one even took a wound. We can join back up.
Ready to sail.
Now, over here, it's really important that we split this up correctly. On the left, we have a real siege against hoplites, phalangites, and slingers. On the right, it is a steamroll.
Order, my lord.
We need to move a little bit closer to actually get people off on the right side.
Sir.
3 units of Greek hoplites should just be enough to do the siege on its own.
Besieging, sir. Destroy them.
Anyway, drop off the rest on the other side.
Besieging settlement, sir.
I'm leaving one boat behind in the port to be as close to ferry as possible, sending the other one back to regroup with the Navy. I think that's it for the turn, so let's go see what the next one is and see if any more wrenches get thrown in our plans, any more random Seleucid declarations of war, and then we can finally unite Crete under our rule. And there's nothing on these boats, but that is just 4 dead boats. They only got 1 too. Yeah, that's why I need more Navy. I was hoping that leaving that 1 boat behind as a fort wall would work, but I did specifically say when that unit ran out of movement. Oh shit. Oh, and you know what? I bet they had an admiral in charge and I could have saved the other 3 boats by having them run and leaving him to die. I should have done that, but I found out about the mechanic of the admiral only being slowed in winter at the exact point in time when that happens. So in the future, I'll know that when my boats get caught in winter, I can abandon the admiral to die if I think the seas are unsafe. And I should always do that because if the seas are safe, they can just group back up the next turn. I'm at war with the Seleucids. We're not waiting for them to declare war. So I don't know why they aren't fucking sieging me. It's really upsetting to watch. Apparently Preen had a second navy that they sent to blockade one of my ports, which is very funny. All right, I'm just gonna give you a heads up. This message isn't very helpful. This might be a base game thing, I don't know. It really feels like I should know whose kid this is. Just like, hey, faction announcement, big news, there's a baby. Like, yeah, whose? Whose baby? Why do I care? It really should include the parents in that note, shouldn't it? All right, most important part of the turn. Most important part of every turn until it works. Where are my elephants? Damn it. I was briefly excited. Have you lost men? I wonder how he lost men. Well, he picked up another unit of mercs, but not the ones I cared about, unfortunately, so, oh well. Speaking of shit I don't care about, but I gotta do, let's keep making the map. Maybe once the spy makes it to Carthage, she'll be able to help us find out where the elephants are. All right, let's handle naval affairs first. First, knock out this tiny shit navy from Crete. They don't deserve to exist.
We are victorious!
I am surprised to see that many wounds.
Ready!
Have this boat pop in for a second. Do I want to retrain both of them? No, I want to remove them both and send them back to be retrained.
Set sail!
I know I saw their navy here. I'm going to assume they're very stupid and they're still where I saw them. This is around the point where I ran out of movement? Yeah. So, is there any reason I would need a secondary navy? No, it's 18 to 8. We're fine. We're fine, he says with full confidence that, all right, good. Just waiting for it, because I know it's going to happen someday in this campaign. Now, I know there's another 9 stack around. I'm actually going to start looking around with this one boat for it.
Set sail!
It could have just backed off, which would be a weird choice, but it's possible.
Ready to sail!
I guess I'm fine with that. You're all still here, right? Yeah, they're all still here. The moment I see something leave this island, I'm going to go hunting. Because I'll be able to kill a full stack with a boat battle.
Ready to sail!
I'm going to bring this back to the port. I don't see any other reasonable thing to do with it, really.
Captain!
So I have 2, 1, and 9 leaving the main navy. This one has gold weapons. They can get retrained here.
Ready to sail! Yes, Captain! Ready to sail!
This one doesn't have gold weapons, so it needs to get retrained at Athens. I'm not sure where we're getting the bronze and silver weapon boats from, but I guess I don't really care either. In Athens, we continue retraining boats. Like our life depends on it, because it kind of sort of does. And of course, we start the next Athenian hoplite. Same with the Greek hoplite and the Akantestai. These boats are going to come down to join the main navy, I think. We could bully the ports a little bit, I think, instead. It's definitely coming this way to some degree. What's in this port?
Ready to sail!
Oh, just a new boat. Yeah, I reckon there's a lot of new boats, aren't there? It's sort of what we're doing lately. Yeah, about those units I thought I was retraining, absolutely not. I'm knee-deep in requirements for boats right now. There's just too many Egyptian navies out and about. Apparently this guy's an admiral for some reason. That's just awkward for you. Why are you an admiral? So I think what I can do is I can send him to this navy. Now the random shitter boat is no longer an admiral and he can leave. Yes, the admiral has switched boats, which is a perfectly logical thing that should be able to happen, really. It just feels unintuitive in play.
Ready to sail!
Need to remember to actually retrain these 2 boats at Delos.
Ready!
Anyway, I'm gonna bring this navy over to start busting up fleets as they get built, because it's just way too good. There's no reason to let this happen. Yeah, I've been at it for quite a while. I can't actually attack this boat. So the tech is not consistent and is not safe. Probably good. It encourages me not to do it because it's tedious and not fun to do anyway. Anyway, down here on the previous set of boats that was trying to do this exact same thing, we lost both of the wounded boats, unfortunately. I should have repaired one into the other, but here we are.
Ready to sail!
Send this off to Delos to get repaired, just like all the rest of the broken boats. Bring this up and around to join up with this navy to make sure they're safe. Hey, Pergamen, are you planning to launch a naval invasion by any chance? I'm gonna be on the lookout for your boats, buddy. I've just sent away the boat that's responsible for these people, so I guess now the boat responsible for them is gonna be this one that's kind of nearby. All right, I think that's everything done. Except for the battles, obviously, and we need to save some of those for next time because I'm going over long now, I think, already. But at the very least, I want Crete done. We've been stuck in this quagmire for too long. Technically, it's not done because the Greek city-states are here, but by that logic, I don't own the Peloponnese either. This is a little bit scary because they have so many units that can throw jabs and melee, but that's really it. It's a pretty shit army. We should be very thoroughly in control to finish off Crete. They've only got 1 unit of hoplites. A part of me thinks I only need to open 1 gate. And I think that part of me is right. I genuinely think that I can probably just go in through the gate and be fine here. I'm gonna need all of my skirmishers around there, I think. My Cretan archers probably can't participate meaningfully until the gates are open due to their straight firing arc. And then obviously infantry and cavalry won't matter for a hot second. But I think that even with their tier 2 walls, we can throw jabs over this. They have 1 unit of hoplites, and if that's on the point, then we just get in for free. Yeah, we just get in. They can't do anything if they're keeping that in reserve. And here we'll be able to throw over as they walk past. It should be pretty effective. Yeah, we're getting jabs. Those green slingers are about to get fucked up. They are not gonna do well against this. So the first volley dealt about 10, but then the second, third, and fourth volley. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Oh, the Cretan archers are actually managing to get firing arcs on something. Not quite sure how, but I'll take it. So how's that bloodbath looking? We've killed 15% of them already, huh? And the Peltas are now already out of javelins, unfortunately. Peltas, as you are now garrison troops, welcome to the front line. The rest of you, you clearly have a worse firing arc in your current position, so move to the left a little bit. I wonder, yeah, those are the slingers. They didn't break. They got down to 3 men. They lost 77 of 80 and they didn't break as a fucking levy slinger unit. Are you serious? That is admirable. I wish I had the VeryHard hacks. That is just ridiculous. These guys should not be in the front. It's a funny meme, but I like my units being alive. Let's bring up the actual frontline troops. I imagine the gate's about to go down. Yeah, condition 20%. Bring Heraclitus all the way to the front at a bad firing arc so that he'll give morale through the gates, because I reckon we're about to need it. Not you guys, not you guys. I don't even know how I boxed you. Stop, 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 stop. I can't click the gate right now for some reason. Oh, it's just such a waste of time.
Our soldiers are at the gates. Now they must batter a way through.
Okay, do I see anything in here telling me not just to right-click in immediately? So I'm looking for it, I really am. It would be better to run right. And to hold like 2 units back like this to run in on a flank shortly.
Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now is the time to press on and capture
They're really just running into fight on the Akantista? You sure about that, Chief? My general should be this one, right? Yeah, furthest front on the left. No, you don't look like a general. There he is. So he's not furthest in the front, but he is furthest on the left. So now we're here, no one's coming from our right. They're gonna run in to fight us, and eventually they're gonna give us the flank. And I don't know that they want to fight us, so I'm actually gonna keep backing off here. I back off in lines instead of just like that ridiculous block formation. Who are the other two? These two. Cool, now we're in rows. We can fight in rotations. Hey, Akandistai, I like you being here. I like you being alive. Really don't see much reason for you to become a pincushion and die. Is this pro Drumway casually throwing jabs over the wall? It is. I'm just going to attack that. And the point of the attack is really just so that everyone else can buy time for my hoplites to get in. Like, the general's just holding them for a second. Also, Blowhorn, don't be in the front. He was on the left. He shouldn't be anywhere near in the first place, but just in case. I don't know if I should be trying to get past or not, because, like, these are Akantistai. I don't want my general fighting, and he shouldn't even be in the walls yet, I think, so I'll just tell him to back off. And I'm going to send in the first wave of this. Oh, apparently that's what they wanted. They're coming to fight them. If you say so. So this pro-drumway that hasn't routed. Yeah, there's 1 guy left. Didn't their general have like 1 star or something pathetic like that? Why are they fighting to the death? Gonna just alt slide all of that forward a little bit. It's clearly not where it needs to be. Bring in these spearmen for potential flank in the future. You should be shooting that. I take it back. You should fire at will in guard mode. I don't want you running anywhere crazy. I want my general here for any bonuses he might supply. Hey guys, see other generals coming forward? It would be great if he wasn't. So we're gonna have all of this run forward to the best of its ability, get involved in the fights. And really I should just be telling the whole damn thing to push forward. And in a second, once they're well and truly in the crush, we're going to tell them to attack. Yeah, our guys are really thoroughly fucked up at the minute. They're not quite right, but it'll get sorted shortly. Their general's down to 20 already. I think he started around 30. Bring this in to flank and to catch them as they try to rout. There we go. Finally got the position I was looking for.
This will surely make his followers waver.
You'd think there'd be a chain route there. It's starting to happen. Going to give the command to run forward so that no one's fighting to the death. Here I want them pinned. And yeah, this should be an absolute bloodbath. I'm gonna put it on triple speed until we sort this out. All right, looks like maybe 3 guys from the Conquest actually managed to escape. What's this? Bertini and Hippias. Well, they're probably dead. Oh, you're going this way? That's all right, you can be probably dead to this instead. What a surprise. Oh, what's this? It's very fast. It must be Prodrome, yeah. Cool, some of you go that way, some of you go this way. And then kill them. Over here, I'm not seeing anything worth noting, really. I'm gonna drag all of this to the left, because we're about to have to go surround and kill that hoplite. There's not much left. First, we need to kill these Prodromoi. Next, we need to kill these Peltast. And then they're down to just the hoplites on the points. I wasn't expecting this route. I never am. It happens constantly. It's one of the most common pathfinding mistakes you see in the entire game. It's just, you tell them to do something on this and they go around in the bad way. Not like specifically this way, just the wrong way, whichever way the wrong way is. You gotta love pathfinding in the cities. Look at these boys go. We're gonna see if putting the Cretan archers on fire at will here gets anything done. It might, probably won't, but it might. You're more than far enough forward, buddy. We should eventually kill one of them and pull them off the point. Might take a good long while, but this should actually be preferable to running in. Yeah, there we go. Now they're in range with the jabs. Now we bring in the flanks. Tell the Cretan archers to cease fire at will because they're only making it worse from here. You tell this guy and this guy in the back to run forward. And that should eventually win the fight. Even the worst, most subpar hoplites available to the Greeks are just the best hoplites on VeryHard. I don't know why, these past like 2 episodes have been so aware of how impactful VeryHard AI hacks are. There's always that temptation to play on normal difficulty, so it's quote unquote fair, but then it's even more of a steamroller. I don't know. I don't know what I actually prefer. I do know that this was not a good showing for 500 men. They got destroyed, just like the rest of Crete. You'll never guess we're enslaving them. There's no greater enemy of the Greek city-states than the other Greek city-states, it would seem. In particular, Athens. I might be the villain of this particular story. Now, obviously, we don't want that recruitment building. We do a quick check, look at Gortinian hoplites, laugh about how bad they are, and then continue down our normal strat for the practice range, right? We don't even get the Gortinian hoplites, it's just normal Cretans. Anyway, yep, same plan as always. Oh, right, yeah, when I say that, I'm supposed to destroy the buildings that aren't for the practice range, aren't I? Yeah, that is part of the plan. That's the whole reason we're determining what buildings we want to destroy. That's the reason I do that. Yeah, my bad. So in about 40 turns, when I'm finally able to make Cretan archers, bearing in mind, 1 second. So it's currently turn 29, so 40 turns might seem impossibly far away right now. However, in that time, when I can finally make Cretan archers, it's looking like I'm gonna be able to make a lot of Cretan archers compared to the infantry in my armies. I might need to go find some infantry somewhere, because I'm also making Rhodian slingers. And the numbers are really heavily tilted in favor of ranged units at the minute, aren't they? Maybe I just want Boeotians to have something, right? Maybe I just want Boeotian hoplites, even though I don't particularly respect them. So I can look at tier 3. I've got Athenian hoplites everywhere, 14, 10, 37. As opposed to 15, 11, 38, just one better across the board. Like, it's an improvement, but it's nothing crazy. 15, 12, 35 is... It's not clear to me which is better immediately. I genuinely don't know what 1 point of attack is worth in terms of defense. But it seems to me that this is a worse or directly comparable unit, not quite sure which one. It's just such a minor improvement. It seems like if this is the plan, I should just make Athenian hoplites, right? I shouldn't even be stressing about it. Of course, I need to wrap up this war with Egypt. I need to take all their Mediterranean islands and then sue for peace. I need to push this out, which might be something really funny, like I sell this to the Seleucids for peace. I don't value this settlement. I don't want this war. But for now, I'm done. We've finally taken Crete. This army needs to get the hell off of Crete, by the way. And it looks like they can. They are not needed as garrison, so we can bring this back immediately for retraining at Athens. We're already taking Thera this turn with these armies, so there's no point in staying.
Yes, Captain.
Which does inevitably mean that it's time to plan the next major war. And frankly, I don't know what those steps are. So I'm gonna call it here with our triumphant return, having conquered Crete. Get out of here, you weren't ever the general, stop stealing the credit. This is all the Heraclitus show. Admittedly, any general could have done it, because evidently you don't need to be a good general to do it. But hey, Heraclitus got up to 1 star, he's very influential, he's conquered a lot of land. I like the guy. I just wish he was a better general. And hopefully in our next war, whatever that is, because, you know, we don't have a good way of finding the Seleucids, we don't have elephants for mainland Greece yet, we don't have any obvious next targets. So it's gonna be like something crazy where we jump for Tylos or we jump for the Galatians. We're gonna be making like a really strange pointed attack for area of recruitment units and not necessarily the best choice militarily, which is probably just something really basic like land here and start a naval invasion. I think if I were min-maxing and trying to do the best thing possible, I would just watch this army like a hawk. I don't really value these 3 items very much, so like the Seleucids aren't attacking. If they did, should be easy to deal with once they get on their boats. And then like this city is really valuable. There's a bunch of land here that the Seleucids can't possibly protect while at all the other wars they're guaranteed to be in. So like the correct play is just invade into Anatolia. Definitely great. Especially if you start in valuable places, pick up the wonders immediately. But I'm not sure what we'll actually be doing because I won't be making the correct play. But for now, either way, I'm done. I would rather go here. I hope you've been enjoying this with me. Thank you for watching. Thank my Patreon supporters, Evan and Jeffrey B. And I'll see all of you in the next one.